So I'm doing like everybody else, and I am trying out Gemini 2.5 Pro Experimental. And so it started coming out, I think, yesterday or day before. There's a nice post on Google, the keyword. So if you want to go to the Google blog, it tells you a little bit about it. But basically, it says it's a thinking model designed to tackle increasingly complex problems. And it's really focusing on coding. So again, like everyone else, I decided to give it a try and try a couple basic prompts because it's indicating a basic prompt will help you with a page. So what I did was I started with a prompt that says, I would like to create a web page that has happy emojis bouncing all over the page but never hitting each other. Can you help me make that? So it did help me make that. The emojis are hitting each other sometimes, but they're not, it's not too bad. It actually kind of reminds me of an old asteroid game. And so it shows how the thinking process started. It tried to understand a goal, identify the core components, which is the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Breaks down the structure for the HTML, talks about the container for the CSS styling, goes into the emojis, describes the initial JavaScript logic setup and initialization, and you got a little generates randomness, animation loop, and so it breaks this down quite a bit for you, and then it gives you the code. So let's get down to the code. I know it's down here somewhere. And so at first it gives you the HTML. All you have to do is copy it. Gives you the CSS. All you have to do is copy it, and one of the things that you'll notice is it gives you the name of how you want to name the file. Gives you the JavaScript, and then at the bottom of the programming, it tells you what to do. It tells you how to save the HTML, tells you how to save the CSS, tells you how to save the JavaScript, tells you to open the index, and then you have your stuff. So I did all this. I copied and pasted. And this is what I got. I got my happy emojis bouncing all over the place. I zoomed in a little bit so you could see it. I played with it a little bit. You'll see a few collide, and they just bounce off each other, like I said, like the old asteroids game. And this is kind of fun. So I really like this. And so let me show you the code now. Let me get this up here. All right. And so I did some tweaking, but nothing really. But if you're learning how to code, you could use this kind of a study buddy. If you want to just be creative and you don't want to learn how to code, all you have to do is learn how to copy and paste and save files. And so here you go, HTML, bouncing emojis, and it tells you which style sheet and about the container and the JavaScript. And then so if I go to the CSS, this is the breakdown of the CSS. It tells you the color. This is a light background. I'd probably change it to black maybe later. It gives you the emoji stuff, gives you the container stuff, and then the script. And the JavaScript is where if you really wanted to play a little bit, you could. So it shows you which emojis it's using. It gives you a base speed. So I played with the speed and the number of emojis. I think originally this was like 20 or 30, and I kept increasing it to see how many I could get on the page. And so there's a lot that you can do with this. You can learn from it if you want a study buddy, so you can go in here, change settings or add stuff and see how you can modify the work. But there were no mistakes. Maybe one misunderstanding because I said don't let them collide. But other than that, I would say Google Gemini did a great job. So thanks for watching. Give it a try. See you later. Bye-bye.